can't we put an end to child labor and make the lives of millions of poor children worth living? Here, children are asking another question to APJ. They are saying that they want to stop child labor. Can't they stop that? And because according to them, life of many poor children is going in vain. So again, our APJ Kalam replied, he said that child labor as per Indian law is a crime. We all working to see that child labor is eliminated within a decade. He is saying that child labor is a crime in our country and we all are working hard to remove this crime from the country within a decade. Decade is a period of 10 years. So it is also essential to have movement by the children to help wean parents. He is saying that those students, those children who are well educated, they should start a movement to stop the wean parents, to educate the wean parents. Wean means to make someone gradually stop to do something sinful act like alcohol or drugs. So away from the vices of addiction, vices means sinful addiction of alcohol or maybe of drugs, and give them opportunity to educate themselves. Children should come ahead, they should start a movement to teach that kind of parents, and there should be opportunity, there should be facility for those kind of parents to get education, because after getting education they will understand the importance of education. So adult education program, through adult education program, so they he's saying that they should start that kind of movement, they should start teaching those kind of parents. This problem has to be handled from three different angles, so he suggested three angles. And number one was, the child should express the desire to continue with her or his education. Obviously, if someone is willing to study, if someone have desire to study, then only we can educate them. Otherwise we can't educate any person who doesn't have that kind of desire, that kind of willingness. So a child should have that kind of desire to get education. Second is educating the parents. Parents should be educated, we should educate them so that they can understand the importance of education. And the third is effective self regulation by employers. Here employers are those people who are taking kids as their employees. I mean, suppose I am an employer and at my home any kid is working as a child labor, so I should treat that kid just like my own kids, just like my own children. So this should be very important. This should be must, I think so. The effective self-regulation by employers to treat employable children. Employable means those kids who are able to work somewhere and who can to whom you can hire as an employee. Children as their own children, and the employer should treat the employees, those who are kids, as their own kids. Here, as a student, how can I contribute towards fully fulfilling your desire for future India, for your dream of future India? So here, students are asking another question: ki, as a student, how can we contribute? How can I contribute towards fulfilling the dream of our country? Because his dream was to make our India, to make our country best in all the fields, especially in the science. And he was a good human being, so he thought always that we all should be a good human being also. As a student, whatever course of study, now here APJ Kalam is replying, as a student, whatever course of study you are pursuing, work hard to excel in it. It means, as a student, if whatever the course you are studying, you should continue. Whatever you are following, pursuing means following, you should work hard in that, you should try to be excellent in that. Then you fix a goal in your life and acquire knowledge. You should have a goal in your life, you should have an aim in your life, and acquire knowledge, gain knowledge and experience to reach it, and try to get experience and try to get knowledge to reach your goal. Concentrate on combating and overcoming. Combating means fight. and overcoming means control. You have to concentrate on combating and overcoming the hurdles. Whatever the hurdles are coming, you should try to fight with those hurdles. You should try to eliminate those hurdles and overcome, control the hurdles, and achieve excellence with perseverance. Perseverance means continued efforts. Continuously you should give efforts to achieve your goal. Also, you must imbibe moral values. You should have moral values. Without moral values, getting anything, becoming anything is useless. So students should aspire to become entrepreneurs. So students should try to become an entrepreneur. As I told you, entrepreneur is that person who is an innovator, who the person who makes money by starting or running business persistently. He's actually a very hardworking person, you can say. And entrepreneur is a person who can give employ to others also, who can give job to others also, not only to himself. During holidays, students can teach the poor and underprivileged children. And in during your holidays time, whenever you, if it is your summer holidays, maybe your winter holidays, you should teach the poor children who are not able to take education, who are just because of money, the lack of money, they are not able to take education. You should give education to those students who are underprivileged. Underprivileged means those have, those don't those students who having less opportunities, less rights, less money. They don't have that kind of rights, that kind of opportunity, that kind of money what we have. So students can plant trees and contribute towards improving ecological balance. As you know that ecological balance is also an important part of our life. We all should plant lot of trees because we get oxygen from the plants, and plants absorb carbon dioxide from the environment. So it is also an important, trees are also an important part of our life. So we all should contribute in planting trees. These activities will collectively lead towards development and prosperity of the individual as well as or the nation. So obviously, if we will improve ourselves, we will improve our environment, definitely it will improve our country as well as our world. So again, another question: what is your message to the citizen of India? Here another question was asked by any student: what is your message to the citizen of India? So APJ Kalam replied, my message to the youth is given in the 10-point oaths. So here are 10-point oaths which he told, which I normally administer, and is as follows. And these were: I will pursue my education or the work with dedication and I will excel in it. Just like you are students, and right now you are studying, you are in 8th standard, 10th standard, or maybe 9th standard, in any standard. So your most important work is to work hard, to study hard, to get good marks also, and to get better knowledge also. You to make yourself a best person, from morally also and uh, educationally also. So you should get knowledge also, and you should try to make yourself best in, you should try to make yourself excellent, I will excel in it. Whatever your work is education here, so you try to be excel in your education. From now onwards, I will teach at least 10 persons to read and write. Here, second point is that we all should take oath now that will every day, we will at least teach 10 peoples every day. I will teach them how to read and write. Those who cannot read and write, we should teach them. And the third point is, I will plant at least 10 saplings and shall ensure their growth through constant care. So here another one is, because trees are most important part of our environment. So another point was that we all will plant lot of trees, lot of small young plants, and will ensure that their growth. We will continuously, day by day, we will give water to that plant also. Not only like just we have to plant, we have to take care of that plant also. And the fourth one is, I will visit rural and urban areas, those areas which are related to villages and are permanently wean away at least 5% from addiction and gambling. So here we should try to, maybe in our neighborhood, maybe in our rural areas, maybe in our near to our near in villages, we should at least tell this to people, tell to those to peoples who are addicted to something, maybe to gambling, maybe to drugs, or maybe to alcohol. We should tell them that there are a lot of side effects of all those things. We should at least try to stop them. I will constantly endeavor to remove the pain of my sufferings, brethren. So here, brethren are means brothers. Who are brethren who are suffering? Those brothers who are suffering. So I will constantly endeavor to remove the pain of my sufferings. I will constantly try to remove the pain of my brothers who are suffering these days. And I will not support any religion, caste, or language differentiation. So he was not that kind of person who believed in any kind of discrimination. He was that kind of person who loved to all. He for him, all human beings were equal, and because we all are equal, and God has made us, so we all are equal. He didn't believe in religion, caste, or languages. So we should be like this. We all should try to be like this. And in these days, it is very common that people are fighting on the basis of religion and caste. And now you are the future of the country. You should come ahead, and you should stop those kind of antisocial elements who are doing these kind of activities in our area. I will be honest and endeavor to make a corruption free society. So I will be honest. I will be honest and to try hard to make the correction of free society.